Action versus reaction. This week, as we close in on the end of the week and ease into the weekend and beyond, how much of this week did you live proactively? In action, taking action, looking around corners, doing the very best you can to give yourself and others the best experience that they can have in and of the moment. And how much of it was reactive? And how much influence did you have on that? Sometimes you just say, we'll go forward in these 3 or 4 steps. We have no idea what's actually going to happen after that. So we're going to have to just figure it out the closer we get. But that's kind of the minority, depending on what type and style of business you're in, of course. But when you start to think about it truly, you know what? I'm always in firefighting mode. I've talked about this dozens and dozens and dozens of times in the classroom, where I say, who here is a firefighter? And for some reason, it's a badge of honor with people. People are like me, I'm a firefighter, I'm a firefighter, I'm a firefighter. And I'm not sure why that is. And at some point I say to them, at what point do you stop being a firefighter and you become an arsonist? Because that's the cycle of things. If you're so used to firefighting, if you're so used to being in reactive mode, if you're an adrenaline junkie in that sense, then at some point you're going to start to be the person lighting those fires. And that's not to say that you turn into a very destructive person, but you've just fashioned a routine that serves you, and you like to be on the adrenaline rush each and every moment. Other people, that's just not for them. So when you think about how much time you're spending in action, you've planned for it, you're moving forward with intention, you're taking the information you're gathering as you're moving forward, you're using that information to fashion what your future looks like, and that's your jam. That's what you like, and that's what you really look forward to and intentionally create, versus how much you're reacting. How many things are coming up totally emergent where you're thinking, I can't cope with this. I can't cope with one more thing. It's so destructive to me. It's so disruptive to my habits and my routine and to the progress I'm trying to make to get the biggest impact that I am hoping to achieve over time. Think about that. Action versus reaction. Have a great weekend, my friends.